Yeah. Ever since we actually just got back from that snowstorm, it's just been nonstop with the like 500 some odd signs that we had to do.
Right. So you didn't actually have to sleep on the cot?
No, God. I thought, like I said, I thought my project manager was actually joking, but then he actually pulled out like an actual like small little cot like thing. It just blows up. I'm like, oh my God, you weren't joking. He's like, yes, I am. It's like, then why'd you bring that? It's like, oh, because I'm going to see my sister and them in Indiana. So.
Like, yeah, I get hazard pay for this, right?
My office at work has a futon in it, so I could stay there if I needed to.
Oh, that's choice.
Yeah.
Huh. I got couch and stuff too, but it's like not the most comfortable.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
All right.
Yeah, definitely wouldn't be ideal, but
right.
I could if I got snowed in. I could definitely sleep there.
Yeah, if I'm spending the night, I'm getting at least time and a half.
Yes,
right?
Sir.
For real.
I'm staying clocked in.
Exactly. I'm not clocking out.
Yeah. I did a bunch of running around too because I have a nice truck with good four-wheel drive. So in the midst of the storm, the next day I went out to the grocery store and a couple of the neighbors were like, "Are you going somewhere?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Can you bring me back something?" Yeah, absolutely.
Hey everybody, we are here. We are live and in person. We have survived the Arctic freeze, and we are here and we have lived to tell the tale. Efrain is in the house. What's going on, Efrain? As always, he is the first in. He says, "Hello, everybody."
Hello.
Hello, Efrain. Really dig that David Finch Spider-Man piece you did. It was really nice.
Oh, I have to check that out later.
Yeah, he did an homage piece. It was really cool looking.
Well, I'm a sucker for David Finch. I was even watching some of his older videos just to get some better understanding of how he does his watercolors and stuff.
So I was tooling around on YouTube today, and there was this thumbnail said so and so watch her ink. Learn how to ink by watching so and so, and I was like, "Oh, okay, well let's check it out." So I don't know who she is, so I give it a listen, and she starts like 8 minutes in. Thank God I fast forwarded. She starts inking, and her art was so simple. I mean, like coloring book type simple, that there wasn't really anything to learn. And I'm just like, I'm glad I fast forwarded. So nothing I can learn here. Moving on.
You didn't continue to follow the step by step?
No. There was no step by step. It was just tracing her pencil line.
Step 1, color over the line you just drew.
Exactly.
And then she just pauses, and you're like, "What next?" And she's like, "That's it."
You can do that with a brush, a pen, or a technical pen. It's like, oh, how informative. Not. So anyway, what's everybody working on today?
We got a little quick Spider-Man sketch cover.
Nice.
I am
laying here. I was just saying it was just a cover laying here, so I was like, yeah, okay.
There you go.
That's
what's wrong with that. What you got going on there, Chad?
I'm doing the colors and finishing up this Black Panther piece.
Nice.
Been sitting there for a while. Originally, I was going to try to finish up the Violator with some zipper tones and screen tones, but unfortunately, my delivery was very delayed.
Gotcha.
I won't be getting those until like next week.
Yeah, I'm
That
sure
Violator looks sick.
the weather was a huge delay with the mail.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Yeah, my kids aren't gonna have school all week because of the.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the schools here have been shut down pretty much.
They have.
Well, yeah, over here in Kentucky, yeah, because they're usually closed when the Ohio stores or Ohio schools are open because of all the hills and stuff.
Right.
The buses don't get down into the hollers, where a lot of the kids live.
Gotcha. I'm kind of surprised then, because now I'm kind of curious if my nephew's school has been closed. Then, because if that was really going to be the case, I'd be like, I'm more surprised my brother has not been messaging me, be going, hey, can you watch this? Can you watch him while I actually run errands that I told you it's going to be an hour when really it's going to be 6? Okay, thanks, bye.
Well, no, because you have to work. Or you didn't go in what, Monday?
I didn't go in on Monday. Thank God.
Yeah, Monday was terrible.
Yeah, my boss messaged us on Sunday saying, yeah, since it's actually Danger Z,
yeah, a level 3 snow emergency.
A level 3. I'm gonna go ahead and call it.
Yeah.
It's like, and I will keep you guys updated if we're gonna be coming in even on Tuesday.
Yeah. Fortunately, at that point, that decision's out of his hands.
Yeah.
Because a level 3 is nobody's allowed on the road.
Yeah, that still didn't change some people I know when it came to their thing. Even though they're like because they're essential workers, it's like, dude, no.
Oh yeah, I mean that's always the case.
Like, I ain't going in.
I'm not that essential. Nobody else is at work for us to be essential for, so what's the point?
Right? It was the same. It was like that for my for my brother, and it was more of like an office job. I'm like, dude, you're not considered that. No.
I'm considered mega essential.
Aw, that's adorable.
Twan, they just tell you that to get you to come in, right?
Yep.
Okay, as long as you're aware.
I love how you just accepted it. It's like, yeah.
Yep. You're the greatest, and we need you. And then I'm like, yeah, I'll come in.
With little money.
Can I have a raise? No.
I'm always the sucker that says, yeah, I'll do it.
We're going to go ahead and let you go because you're too smart for your own good.
Oh, yeah. They're good people. What the heck?
So we're going to kick off this conversation about convention horror stories.
Yeah, I can easily go through one of them right now. It was like one of the conventions I was first starting to branch out, and probably it was going to be my last anime convention for a while.
Yeah.
So one of my friends asked me to take her brother because it was his first convention, and plus I was going anyways because my buddy had he had something else planned, so he couldn't even use his table, so he just gave it to me.
All right.
So I went ahead and got everything packed up. I got him, and since I was able to get him my extra badge, he was able to fork over for the hotel and stuff, which made it a lot more easier.
Right.
I finally get there, and went upstairs for the artist alley, and I said the name, and they're like, "I don't see you here anywhere." It's like, okay, how about this one? And I even showed them like the confirmation email, and they had to pull the person who runs the artist alley, and turned out I was scammed. Well,
Really?
yeah, my buddy was scammed because they still had the other person who originally ran the artist alley's email still out, and so that person was literally taking not just my buddies but 5 other people payments for a artist alley that never was real.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so I was like having a panic attack, and then I had to call my buddy at that point, and he had to call them to actually tell them what was going on, and they were kind enough to actually still get me a table. Like they found a way to actually get me a table, but instead of artist alley, they just put me on the main show floor.
Right. Well, that's good.
For the time being.
Yeah.
But at that point as well, when I actually found out, they came back and they also warned me that I couldn't sell some of my work because it was considered, phantom at that point. But luckily, I still had some other pieces that wasn't considered, and made a good chunk of money in commissions.
Oh, that's good.
But oh my God! But man, I was horrified, and at that point, every time I applied for a convention, I always had that anxiety: like, am I going to have to go through this whole thing again?
Well, that's what I'm like. So I've been getting reached out to by places that are inviting me to come to their cons and stuff like that, and I have, without even hearing that story, I have the same concerns that I'm going to show up to these places and they're going to go, "What? We don't know you." So it's hard because I'm like, I don't know a lot of them enough to like, know if it's legit or not.
Right. Well, I mean, I guess the way that you avoid that is to, get a payment confirmation, get a table number, stuff like that. And then, talk to other guys that are going to be there, other artists or vendors or whatever, just to kind of give yourself peace of mind,
Yeah.
I was thinking the same thing, but this was like a very popular con in Columbus, and it was all I've always been told about it. And it's like, all right, well, since it was a free table for me anyways, I'll go ahead and go. But the fact that my buddy was scammed,
yeah,
for their negligence,
wow, that's crazy.
Of all things.
Yeah, because there's a lot going around of that scamming stuff, and it's hard to keep up on whether or not, they're getting legit. They're making full websites and mimicking all kinds of stuff, so it's really hard to tell.
Oh, it's the same thing with even current big conventions that when they decide to actually go from using this ticketed item to a new ticketed item that I've never heard of, you start to actually get that little sketch. This is sketchy. I don't know if I should trust this.
Huh.
Yeah, well, but I don't want to say that I'm not getting invited to these things. So hopefully they all go through. Some of them are out of state, so.
Yeah, I mean, just, do your due diligence, ask the right questions. Again, the most important thing is to, keep your receipts, get your confirmation emails or numbers and whatnot. And, talk to people that are going there. So, most important thing is get to know the people that own the show.
Mhm.
Yeah. The most of the ones that I've gotten invited to, that I did book, like shortly after, all the talks about the show, they added me on Facebook, added me to the groups,
Right.
and stuff. So those ones seem very promising.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, you should be fine. You should be fine.
And then there's a couple of them that, they asked for, like, I haven't paid for 2 of them because they asked for a weird amount in a weird way. So,
oh boy.
like, the one wants me to pay $175, which the show's like a smaller show, but I get it. Sometimes people up there, but they want $175 and they want me to pay PayPal friends and family. And I'm like, I don't know. Because that eliminates the... And I get it that it might be on their end, too, where they're like, we've been scammed before.
Yeah.
But who knows? If I get scammed, I'll let you guys know on the next show or after that. So...
Yeah, definitely. Keep names and receipts and to put them on blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, but some days though, it's like those conventions you didn't tend to be sketchy on. They turn out to be legit, and you just have yourself a blast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's always nice.
I went to a convention that it was like a one day, and I barely heard from it, but they were showing like they ran like all these other conventions all over the United States. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, it's $50 for the table. It can't be too bad. And like you said, Rodney, I kept receipts and everything. I went there. They had my information. I went there for the day, and they had me pretty close to the front door, and all of a sudden it's like that was probably like my most profitable year.
Yeah, table placement sometimes can save you or kill you. If you get stuck in the back row facing the wall, just take a book.
Yeah, I know a few conventions that got that were like that.
Well, I throw a fit because I'm not doing that. I'm going to pay all this money, travel all this way to get stuck in a corner facing a wall for 4
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
I'm telling you. And, the key to that is if you make enough of a stink, you will get a result. And I've seen it time and time again, and I've done it. But yeah, my horror stories usually revolve around transport to and from with product and inclement weather.
Ooh.
Because the one that comes to mind in particular is we were in Boston. We did Boston twice. In the first year, was it the first year? I think it was the second year. They had moved to a different location. So it was right down by the pier, right by the water. Inclement weather moved in as we were loading in. Didn't know where we were going. Trying to find our way. Have 2 carts full of supplies and totes and crates and all this shit. Wind's blowing, wailing like a banshee. Cart goes over.
Ooh.
Prints go flying. and the parking lot's full of all of your prints. And the driving rain, and you lose about a third of your stock for the show.
Yeah, that's no good.
Yeah, that was not a good way to start off the weekend.
No, definitely not.
Thankfully, it was a decent show. Got quite a few commissions, so it didn't hurt us too much.
I did an outside show once, and once,
Once,
and it was cool in the beginning. Everything bright, sunny, hot summer day, and there was didn't seem like anything was gonna go wrong, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like tornado weather started coming through. Skies getting real dark, and it just started like wind whipping down, knocking people's stuff over. People are chasing stuff down the aisleways and all that stuff. And the promoters came by and were like, hey, if it gets too bad, everybody's gonna get down into the shelters down at the parking garage. So that's where we're going. If it gets too bad, we're going to the shelters underneath the parking garage. Now, a bunch of us were like, yo, like, we can't keep our stuff out here. Like, our stuff is not water friendly. So they were like, anybody who wants to leave can leave, blah, 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 but this might pass over. It didn't. It stayed true for a long time. We shut it down. A bunch of us left like, an hour and a half into this show going on. And there were other people who were selling like 3D prints and stuff like that who stayed through most of it. And since they stayed, they were like, well, you had a choice to stay or leave. Since other vendors stayed, they didn't offer any kind of rain check, no kind of reimbursement. They were like, it's not our fault, whatever.
right?
And a bunch of people are like, well, can we get at least like discounts on like the next show that you do inside? Because they did inside shows too. And they're like, nope, if you left, that's on you. So that was the last time I vented with those people.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, obviously you're not very chill with that.
Right.
Like, of course those other people stayed. They don't have anything that can be ruined by water.
Right. Any excuse they can use to not have to compensate you for lost product.
Yeah, it's just like, just give me a discount on the table at your next show that's inside.
Right.
Be like, hey, any of you guys that
credit, something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we've done like those summer art shows and stuff down on the river, and thankfully, of course you always keep an eye on the weather forecast. But what we've experienced is like the opposite, where it was so hot that the markers, like we had trading cards, sketch cards that were in plastic sleeves, and because it was so hot, it was causing condensation.
Yeah.
And the alcohol and stuff in the markers would start to blotch and bleed on the plastic bags that they were in.
Ooh.
Yeah. Talk about panic.
Yeah.
When I did the baseball game mini-con, they put us in a line outside of like the pavilion.
Yep.
And we were like, hey, can we be in the pavilion? And they were like, oh no, that's where our beer carts go. And we're like, oh, well, they have umbrellas. Can we switch for the day and put the beer carts outside and put us under the, and they said, no, that won't work out. So all of us vendors were in literally the scorching sun with no cover. Same thing was happening. Like a bunch of people had to like put their artwork under the table so it wouldn't like humidify and like get all wet.
Yep.
From the sun. It was awful. Me and Chris Kazmar actually got like super sunburned from that event.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
I would think so.
Yeah, it was not the best time, but they were like, no, that's where our beer goes.
Well, you got to protect the all important beer.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, I get it, but like, for maybe just for a little bit, you just put us under there.
Right. Well, I guess it just means that alcohol is more important than people, I guess.
Yeah, they had a very "how dare you" kind of feel to that.
Right. You don't upset the apple cart. We do things our way.
You want us to move the beer? How will people know where to get it?
Giant sign that says it.
The sacred beer cart shall not be moved. How dare you?
They're like, we'll leave fans over there.
You want us to actually move our $25 a can beers?
It was a good time though.
Did you make money?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
People kept thinking it was they were like, one guy literally walks by and goes, is this some kind of like outdoor yard sale at the ball field?
Wow.
Yeah, sure. Buy something.
Sure. Because of that comment, the price for the prints went from $15 to $35.
Yeah. You know that print that your son wants? It's now $50.
But yeah, it's an outdoor yard sale. You got it right.
So did you guys do anything fun or stupidly dangerous in the cold weather? Were there snowmen built? Were there snowball fights had? Anything good?
Well, I experiment to see what my cats will actually do in the snow.
Which was?
I have never actually seen either of my cats so like poofed up until that day, and they all decided to run, and then both of them decided to run right back into the warm.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, they're like, no, thank you.
Well, I figured they were at least like, ooh, wonder what this is like. Or what this is like. Nope.
Yeah,
They're like, no, this is why we put up with your big dumb ass. We can avoid this shit. Let us back inside. At least that's what I heard him saying, about me.
Yeah, they're like, why would we want to do this?
That Fatso's gone nuts. What's he thinking?
Why would you do this to us?
Just smile at him. Just rub his leg with your tail. He'll think it's cute. He'll forget all about it. He'll let us back in.
They both ran so fast. I was actually kind of surprised, especially for the big tabby. I have never seen him run that fast before in my life.
Oh, it's amazing how fast they can move when they want to. Okay, so who here saw the He-Man trailer.
Me.
Oh yeah, that. Yes.
Thoughts?
I am actually very excited. Very excited. I was. Very, it definitely seemed like a movie that I would definitely be enjoying. Just actually going to see it in theaters, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it looks really, really cool. The design work looked really good from what I've seen. So I'm excited to see where it plays out.
Yeah, I agree. He-Man was a generation behind me. My little brother had all the He-Man figures. So, I mean, my jam was Star Wars, G.I. Joe 3 3/4 figures, and the Mego figures. So, Power Rangers, He-Man, Thundercats, that was all a generation behind me. But this looks fun.
Yeah.
I was actually pretty impressed by how it looks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll definitely be there.
The first time for us as well. I didn't even realize that Skeletor was actually going to be played by Jared Leto. I thought that was just like a joke or a meme that's been going around Facebook, just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, that was one of those things that I had heard months ago and hadn't heard in forever and just completely forgot about. And then was like, oh shit, that's Jared Leto.
Oh, it threw me off because I was just scrolling through social media and I thought it was a joke at first, and then turned out it was real. Then one of my buddies has sent me the Ted 2 clip, and it was basically like, and the new Skeletor for the new He-Man is Jared Leto, and you just see Mark Wahlberg just screaming the F-bomb. At least for that movie, it was just basically saying like, and the next Superman is Jonah Hill.
I don't know. Have you seen him lately? He's like rail thin.
Yeah, he's lost a lot for sure.
I don't know if he did it for a movie or what, but he looks sickly.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where you see a celebrity and you're used to seeing them in a certain weight for so long that by the time they lose so much weight, it doesn't look right.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks like she's ready to just keel over at any moment.
Right.
I feel like every time I see her, I want to feed her a sandwich.
Or Kevin Smith.
Yeah.
Is another one. It's just like, I'm so used to you being the fluffy guy.
So you used to be in a fat ass lunchbox.
Now I see you and I'm just like, are you in one of those infomercials where it's just like, for $1 a day, you too can actually help this poor soul actually have food for the day.
I don't know. I see him and I just think, fly, fat ass, fly.
I haven't seen that movie in forever.
Yeah. Great movie.
Yeah, we just watched the Five Nights at Freddy's 2 movie.
Ooh,
How about that?
And it was all right. It was pretty good. My son's real into that, so we watched the first one. We decided to watch the second one. They have lead ups to a third one. So,
Oh, joy.
which if they're gonna do, my son's like, no, they have to because the books and the thing, and next is the Megaplex, and I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, Dad, that's what happens next. So there has to be another one. I'm like, I'll take your word for it, and we'll watch it when it comes out. But it was good. I didn't mind it.
There are books?
That's what I was about to say. There are books?
Yeah, it's 5 books.
Five.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he said there was 5 books.
Does he have
from the video games?
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure they originally came from books, and then the video games and all that stuff were made after the fact.
So does your son have the books?
I believe so, yes.
Well, then you should run upstairs right now and get them so we can see them.
Right?
Because I never knew.
I didn't know either. Now I'm kind of I'm picturing in my head right now, and they're kind of giving me the goosebumps vibes.
Let's see.
I'm a little curious. I'm a lot curious.
Right? The first time I actually watched the movie, I had some PTSD because I used to work at Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh my God!
Yeah, first time I went to be the mouse for my shift was also my last one because a kid actually decided to hit me between the legs so hard I collapsed, and they had to have an ambulance actually try to make sure I was okay.
Jesus!
And it was like the last time I actually did it. And mind you, I wasn't like a server or anything. I was a cook.
Wait, you had to go do your cook duties and then put on the mouse suit?
Basically.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was a really bad job.
Yeah, I thought that was like your only job was to put on the mouse suit.
Nope. Everybody who works at Chuck E. Cheese all has to wear the suit at some point or another.
Everybody gets their turn.
Basically, even the managers.
Wow. Sorry, Chuck. I'm going to Pizza Hut.
Although I do miss those their crazy bread that I made at that time. Plus the free pizza.
Well, I worked at Little Caesars and got pizza back when you bought one, you got one free.
Yeah.
And I didn't have to wear a mouse head.
You just had to wear the Caesars outfit?
No.
With the leaves around your head and
the toga?
Yeah.
Pizza.
You were like, no, I just did that because I wanted to.
Right. That was my choice.
That had nothing to do with pizza.
Right, exactly. It was my decision.
I can't believe you wore that just to get free pizza. It's like, I get free pizza from this?
We had some guys come in one night. And this was, oh my God, this was so long ago. This was like the summer of 87. And my manager, they were just kind of hanging around in the lobby, and they were goofing off and they were freestyling. And my manager was so enamored by the freestyling that she said, hey, if you freestyle about the pizza, I'll give it to you for free if I like what you do. And they proceeded to go on like a 5-minute freestyle. One guy just stood there and he was the human beatbox, and the other guy picked up a piece of pizza and started eating it and started freestyling. And one of those times when you wish you would have had a recorder, it was the coolest freaking thing. He started talking about all the toppings on the pizza, and Kathy, I think was my boss's name. He started talking about how cool she was, and it was the neatest thing. It was so fun. And they ended up hanging out for like 30 minutes and just shooting the shit with us. And I'll never forget that as long as I live. It was so cool.
I'm sure somebody probably actually recorded it and it's uploaded on YouTube somewhere.
This was before cell phones, man.
Yeah, if a pizza manager asked me to freestyle for free pizza, they'd probably charge me double.
Exactly. Here, man, I'll give you a pizza to shut up.
Yeah, if you stop doing that now, I'll give you the pizza.
Look, man, I'm giving you extra pepperoni. Just shut up.
Please, no more, please.
Make it stop.
Fine. I will make it stop. But as long as the pizza you're giving me is stuffed crust.
Yeah. Now, this was even before stuffed crust, dude. We're talking 87.
I will still want a stuffed crust.
Stuffed crust wasn't on the market.
Shh. I made it.
Although I used to make some killer pizzas, man. People, whoever got the pizzas that I made were happy customers. Because, we had those scales and shit. And like a template of how many pepperonis you were supposed to put on a pizza. And I'm like,
yep.
Get that thing away from me.
It's like, no, we're doing it my way.
And it was funny, too, because people would come in and they would like, I want Rodney to make my pizza. And then every night I would take a free, back then it was pizza. So you bought a pizza, you got one free. I'd take 2 free pizzas home every night.
So it sounds to me, since we all actually have are doing our thing. We've done some comic books covers and done the conventions, all that stuff. The secret for our success is we have to be people who make pizzas first.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
Thing.
So there you go, kiddos. The secret to actually being comic book artists is to work at a pizza place.
Get a pizza job.
I actually worked at 2 pizza places because I worked at Papa John's too.
See, and he's double successful.
I was a delivery guy, but I worked in the kitchen too, but I only worked there for like 3 weeks. They weren't as cool as Little Caesars. They had rules and stuff.
Rules.
I was never good with rules.
There's no such thing as rules to making pizza.
Not when I was 20. Don't need your stinking rules.
We're going crazy on the pepperoni. We're putting so much pepperoni, we will actually give the pork that actually made the pepperoni a stroke.
We're going to call this pizza the Walking Heart Attack.
I think that's actually an actual pizza in Detroit. Like they made a pizza in Detroit that's almost like a deep dish, and they load that thing with so much pepperoni that you can actually see the grease actually just piling on there, and they use the grease to actually make their secret mayo sauce.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of places do that. There is a place, I don't know where it's at. It's called a dragon scale pizza because they put the pepperoni on so thick it looks like dragon scales.
Oh,
and that's what I want.
Oof! I could feel the heartburn already just thinking of it.
Oh yeah. So I just got word my son doesn't have them here, but it's the ones that he had it's called the original trilogy, the Silver Eyes, the Twisted Ones, and the Fourth Closet, which were all the Five Nights at Freddy's books before the game or whatever came out.
Oh.
So
and then there's more adapted to that. So,
huh? Who knew?
The more you know. Add a rainbow here.
And now you know the rest of the story.
And knowing
you tell me that the creator, people had reached out to him to make a he said people reached out to the creator to make an actual Five Nights at Freddy's restaurant.
Yeah.
And he's denied all attempts to do so.
Really?
Yeah.
Wonder why.
In fear that it would trigger somebody to try to recreate what the actual story is about.
Well, I guess that's true.
He's like, I don't want people to try to kill children in the name of this restaurant. So
yeah. I guess I definitely could see that. The whole Slender Man situation all over again.
yeah.
Fine.
Just like Pac-Man in my local neighborhood.
Pac-Man? What's up with that?
Oh man, that was there was a kid that lived down the street, and he was an easy, gullible kid. And I mean, he was a friend of ours, but he was super gullible, and so it was gonna storm one night, and we were all out, and it was dark and windy and spooky, and the trees were blowing, and it was like not raining yet, but you could tell it was coming. It was almost nighttime. When we started making up this story, and me and a buddy are just spitballing off of each other and adding to this story that we know is fake. And we talked about these kids that made fun of this other kid back in the early 1800s because he had really big feet, and he was chasing him. All the kids were chasing him through the woods, and he caught a fishing wire across the mouth that split his mouth open all the way. And they thought he had died because they'd never seen him again. And then he just lived out in the woods until he was old enough, and then started hunting down the neighborhood kids of this town. Our town is what we said. And it was a whole thing. And then we were like, there he is. And this kid's freaking out, and he's like, I want to go home. So we always joke that the crazy being in our town is Pac-Man. The kid who got his mouth caught on a fishing wire while running away from other kids in the woods.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
You scarred a kid for life, Twan. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm like, we're in our 30s now. Hopefully he doesn't still think that's real, but
I mean, you never know. He probably
if
still
he did, then he should write a story about it and make a movie and become rich, and that would be a better get back.
There you go.
Mega rich off of your guys' story.
Want to dedicate this first $1 million check to Twan and the other guy.
Yeah, those are good times.
Yeah, it's like he gets all successful. You get a letter, and it's just like, oh, I didn't think you actually give me something for helping him come up with the idea, and it's a giant therapy bill.
Yeah, he's like, oh, it's my therapy session for you, buddy.
And a lawsuit. You've been served for scarring a child.
Which would be fine. I'd be okay with it. That's my bad. That's my bad.
We all have done shit like that. Not gonna lie.
Hey, your guys' pizzas are actually coming out really good.
Oh, thanks. Yours is looking nice as well.
Yeah, I've been Thanks. I'm trying to be a little bit more experimental with my colors.
Make them bright and shiny.
Because after this one, I'm gonna be focusing on at least a couple pieces. My own personal project manager, my brother that helps me out at the conventions, because he's been demanding me to start doing some anime.
Yeah.
Speaking of anime, did you see Jim Lee's comments about anime?
No.
He said, I don't know what we're doing wrong in the comics industry here in the Western world, but anime's doing it right.
Oh, really?
I remember Jim Lee's the CEO of DC Comics.
Yeah.
So for him to say that out loud,
I mean,
not that he's wrong, he's absolutely right.
I mean, kudos to him to actually just flat out saying what he's thinking. But at the same time, if he really wants to know, it's like stop giving us these same characters with new issue ones with these different stories, and just give us something that's like a continued story from beginning to end that's new.
Yeah.
That's what's been selling really well.
Well, the only problem with doing that in America is, American artists, they want to own a piece of the pie.
Yeah.
They're not willing to basically live in a sweatshop and crank out 120 pages a month and only get paid, not a lot for their work,
Right.
and get nothing on the back end of it. That's the whole reason Image Comics was founded, because all the artists working on all the top books weren't getting any kickbacks or anything like that, for setting record after record after record. Million books sold here, 800,000 books sold here, and not even a thank you. And I think Image has set a precedence in this country for that approach. Own it yourself. Those are production houses. Those guys are chained to their tables probably 12 hours a day, 6 days a week.
Yeah, they really are, especially with their kind of schedule. That once you get yourself serialized at a certain company, you're literally trying to crank out like a chapter, which is about 19 to 23 pages for them every 2 weeks. But it's like they have to make sure it's actually out for the audience, like almost weekly.
Right. Yep.
I can do that.
Me too. I just choose not to.
I barely learned how to read.
You mean you can read?
Just enough to text my boss back.
Just enough to be dangerous, huh?
Yeah, buddy.
Do you hear how cold it's supposed to be Saturday, Chad?
No idea.
It's like -7.
Oh, so pardon my language. So colder than a witch's tit, then.
Yep. That's not the wind chill. That's the actual temperature.
Oh, so the wind chill is going to be even worse.
Probably like -25.
Oh, I hate it here in Ohio.
Yeah, we're supposed to. Saturday's supposed to be our coldest day too.
And then it's supposed to start warming up.
Oh, dang. A lot of people are going to get sick.
Not me. I lick doorknobs. I don't get
You like doorknobs? I've been eating paint chips.
Got to build up that immune system somehow.
Oh, not me. I ate like an entire bottle of Flintstone vitamins. So I should be good for eternity. I wish that was a joke. That was actually not. Back when I was like 8 or 9, my brother was 7 or 6. My parents always gave us these vitamins, the Flintstone vitamins, the little chalky ones.
Oh,
and then like we thought it was actual candy because of how they actually like tricked us to actually, take your vitamins, and we thought it was this actual candy.
Right.
So one day we decided to actually pull the whole Rugrats moment and actually just pull up the chair, grab the thing, and then hide somewhere and practically ate the entire damn bottle.
Oh wow!
And my parents flipped out and took us to the ER.
Oh man!
This day, and funny thing is, to this day, everybody else gets sick except for my brother and myself. Every time, every flu season.
Yep.
Everybody else gets sick, but for some reason, we do not get sick. We keep making the joke saying, "Thank you, Flintstones."
You did it. Yay.
You've been surviving and giving us what we need for the last 30 plus years.
Yabba dabba do.
I don't even know if they even still make them.
Yeah, they do.
They do?
Well,
Oh yeah,
are they gummies now?
What do you say, Twan?
I said, aren't they gummies now?
No, they're regular chalky ones.
Oh.
Oh man, I might need to take a look next time I'm at the store.
Yeah, I might have to get my kids some. Be like, hey, come take your vitamins.
Just don't trick them like my dad did, or else they're gonna eat the entire container too.
But they won't get the flu. It's a means to an end. Remember, Twan, it's a means to an end.
I'm helping you in the future.
Yeah, but it might not be the same. I mean, so much has changed since then, all the way up to the 2020s.
So I'll have to find them some vintage ones.
There you go.
I'm not saying it, but got so many of these markers spread all around.
Marker Palooza.
Yeah, I try to be a little bit more clean oriented this year when it comes to my art supplies, but nope. Anytime I'm done with it, I just put them in on my desk that I might use them again instead.
Yeah, that's always a good idea until you start a project and you just pick up what you need and pick up what you need next and then pick up what you need next. The next thing you know, you've got stacks of shit everywhere.
Yep. I tell myself every time, I'm like, so I just got this new set, so I'm like, they're all in a bag and nice, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep them in there, and I know shortly they're gonna be all over the place.
Yep.
Oh, I got the same set too. Is that the 128?
I believe so. Yes.
I have to send you the link because I was able to get a pack of 350 for like $200 and something bucks.
Oh yeah, I'll take that. But usually while I'm drawing, I end up like this. You know, just a handful of markers and stuff, just like. And then eventually, I'm like, now what do I do with my hands?
Yeah, that was literally me like a few minutes ago.
Yep, I do the same thing.
My wife's always like, why are you holding all those? And I'm like, I don't know.
You never know when I might need it, and it's already in my hands.
It's what I do. I'm a freak.
You say that. I would probably more say it's like it's not my fault. I'm autistic.
She's like, I know you draw. What does that have to do with anything?
Nothing.
That's when
I had a not politically correct boss one time. We were driving by and there was a sign that said autistic kid at play. And he said, what's he going to do? Run out and draw me a picture?
Oh. Yo. What?
Oh, that's hilarious.
I was like, oh, I get it.
Patrick's in the house. What's up, Patrick?
What's happening,
Hey, Patrick?
You joined us just in time for us to say good night. It's after 10.
What?
Is it?
Yeah, it's like 10:03.
I don't believe it.
Time flies.
All right, kids. I'm gonna turn around my camera. Hey, how we doing? All right, everybody. We had a great night tonight. Hope you guys had a lot of fun with us. We had a good crowd coming and going all night long. So we thank you all for that. We appreciate you guys spending some of your evening with us. Hope you guys are doing everything you can to stay warm. Don't do anything stupid on the icy roads while you're out there. Make sure you have plenty of tauntauns and storage for your treks out to get food and essentials.
You just remind me. I need to get another one. I kind of used the one I had backed up just in case.
Yeah, I was talking to somebody a couple of days ago, and I said, a good thing we stopped at Costco and got a 12-pack before the weather set in, because I lost 2 just going out to check the mail. All right, guys, we are out of here. For Twan and Chad, this is the FICA saying so long, everybody. Take care of yourselves and each other. Bye-bye.
You gotta click in stream.
I am.